D Crypto fan. What's going on, beautiful people, man? So I've been on a little vacation, been gone 7 days, man. Happy to be back, man. I missed y'all, man. Happy back on the grizzle, man. Back on the grind, man. So what's going on? Yeah, I see all that crypto action that's been going on for the last week. The market look like it's doing a little change there, man. What's going on? So you see what's going on with the Franklin Templeton ETF that went live, and you also got that Grayscale ETF began trading. So you got those ETFs that went live, and you see that went 8%. And I told you guys about the ETF. I told you guys that I had the Osprey ETF, the Rex Osprey ETF, and I told you guys that I also purchased the Canary Capital ETF. And so today I went up 14%. Yeah, so that was pretty good. So you saw the market, the XRP market went up 8%. And there's another thing I found out about the ETFs. We're holding the ETFs. You know what I'm saying? That you got to take in consideration that I didn't take consideration. I want to share with y'all that so now with the Franklin Templeton XRP ETF, that goes up. They actually all 1-to-1 to XRP ETFs. When I say 1-to-1, I'm not talking about one XRP is one share of Franklin Templeton. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that basically, if XRP goes up 8%, then your whole shares will go up 8%. That's basically what I'm saying. Now, when you have, say, for example, if you have Rex Canary, now that's an ETP. That's a little different. That's not full XRP. It's 60% XRP and it's 40% ETP. So just so you know that. So it's not a full XRP ETF. So I just want to tell you that. But with the Templin and the Grayscale, oh yeah, that's what's going on. James Davidson, what's going on, my brother? We back in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be back, man. The market, you see, I don't know if you guys are seeing. I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, James? What's going on? Everybody, what's going on with y'all, man? Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to see y'all, man. What's going on? Donnie Lynn, what's going on? How you doing? We back in the building, y'all. What's crypto gang? What's going on, gang? Long time Scooby-Doo, what's going on? Hey, let me tell you, that week, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. That week feel like a month. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, man. It felt like a while. That week, that week felt long. Good to see y'all, man. Happy to be back in the building, man. And let me tell you, man, it was wild. It feels like it felt way longer than a week, man. Let me tell you something, man. 7-day cruises, that's too long. That's too long, man. Missed you too. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, man. I miss y'all, man. Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss y'all, man. Hey, that cruise was too long. 7 days, too long. Y'all saw, hey, Z-Beck was running, eh? Z-Beck was running, ain't it? Listen, I went on the cruise now. I'm coming back with the VI, Virgin Islands, ain't it? That's how they talk in VI. But let me tell you, I'm gonna get into some stories about the trip there and stuff that I learned. I learned a lot about culture. But yeah, man. But anyway, y'all saw that Z-Beck run there? What about that, huh? That Z-Beck telling you. Listen, like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? I said this 3-4 months before it happened. The ETFs are gonna come out. This was what I was saying. Now I could be wrong, but what I was saying. Oh, I was. Which island? I went to tour and I went to the Virgin Islands, and I also went to the U.S. Virgin Islands. I think it was Totola. I want to say it right. Totola, something like that. I want to make sure I say it right. You know what I'm saying? The ETFs brought some bring liquidity. If you see XRP jumped 8% as the Franklin Templeton and also Grayscale started trading. And y'all still jumping up 8% at a time right now. That's serious because you're talking about a time where everything is green. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. $1 trillion just doesn't disappear like that. Okay, I'm telling you, as these ETFs were going live, I'm telling you, I believe there was manipulation. I could be wrong, but I believe there was manipulation. In the market. And let me tell you, man, um, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the last week. Even so, I was on that ship. Don't believe me. Even so, I was on that ship. I was still watching certain things, and Tammy Lynn, she was sending me stuff. But since that them ETFs, it's also ZBEC. People are watching for that Binance listing going on and Coinbase listing. If you guys go look, those wallets keep generating money. Watch out for them wallets that are on ZBEC. Let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on in the market. Have you guys noticed the total market? We back above 3 trillion. Have y'all noticed? Have you guys noticed what we talked about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, that there's going to be a huge dip when the ETFs start coming out? This is what I was saying. Doesn't mean I'm right. This is what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talked about as a group. Okay? I'm not giving financial advice now, financial advisor. But I've been DCAing. I spent too much money, and I just got my Christmas bonus. And I'm not telling y'all to go spend money, but I tell you right now, I'm pretty sure everybody who's buying on the dip is feeling a little bit better right now. People that were buying on the dip, I'm pretty sure you'll be feeling better. And if I think what's going to be coming with these ETFs going live and what I feel can be coming, I could be wrong. But what I feel like's been coming that we talked about and we said this was going to happen, I think that I think we're gonna be things are gonna be going crazy, man. Let me see it now. Okay, Scooby Doo says, okay, now we need a recap on the new bank system, ISO 2022. Nothing has happened. Now listen now, you gotta understand. You're saying things didn't happen, but you know that market fell under 2 trillion. I mean, under $3 trillion. The total market cap dipped while I was on vacation. One time I looked up, we was at $2.89 trillion. You got to stand $1.2 trillion just disappear. Now we're back above 3 trillion. So we just got some monies back in. So you know what I'm saying? We took a huge dip. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch. Remember we were talking about the manipulation? What I'm hoping and what I'm thinking happened once the Franklin Templeton went out, because understand this, Franklin Templeton is right now that's coming for as far as Franklin Templeton is the biggest ETF holder of XRP. You got Bitwise got theirs and everything. Only thing that's going to be bigger than them is going to be BlackRock. Okay, so once all these people got in, my feeling was once these institutions got in, things would start flowing. But I didn't believe that they're going to let trillions of dollars, because just understand, Franklin Templeton is $1.5 trillion. Right? You put the other ones, Grayscale and all these other ones, 500 billion, billions and billions. It's probably about $3 trillion, $4 trillion. Remember, crypto market only has $3 trillion right now. So if the big boy's saying you want us to play, and I'm not talking about BlackRock, who's 16 trillion. I'm just talking about XRP ETFs. I'm not talking about the 16 trillion that BlackRock got that only has Ethereum, and for now only has the Ethereum and it has Grayscale. And you see that cat Tommy Lee? You see a cat Tommy Lee, how they've been buying up that Ethereum? You see how they've been buying up Ethereum? And don't forget about the records of ETFs that came in for Solano. Do not sleep, man. Oh, I'm happy to be back, y'all. Do not see what's going on. I'm happy to be back. What up, crypto gang? I hope y'all wasn't panicking for that 7 days. That's why I posted on the stories. I wasn't panicking. Y'all saw me. I was on the boat looking at my computers, chilling. Trust me, this right here was no time to jump ship. This was time to get in or hodl. Even if you were scared, and understand, even me, with all the experience that I have, you know what I'm saying? With all the experience I have, even me, I get a little scary. I get a little scared. That's why I tell you guys to talk about certain asset classes, because I get a little scared too. Don't think that I don't get scared, but I always stay watching the news, watching what's going on, and then that's what kind of takes care of my fear. So when I go in, when I go in and I see ZBEC doing things, now ZBEC start filing, institutions are adopting ZBEC. Now, when you see ZBEC, you don't even hear about rug pull anymore. Remember when you used to always hear about rug pull? How much often now do you hear that rug pull narrative? You don't really hear that anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, think about when's the last time you heard that narrative. Not saying that it can't, but let me tell you something. If Zbeck, if Zbeck is the rug pull, that's going to be the greatest rug pull of mankind. that's that's going to be the greatest. It's going down in history, folks. The great Madoff. It's going to be the Madoff show. It's going to be Madoff. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of action, okay? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? just to put things in perspective, you know what I'm saying? But don't sleep. Look at that. Not with NatPay. See what I'm telling you? There's a lot going on, y'all. Even with Chainlink, I was buying Chainlink on. Do not think, even Bitcoin. Let me tell you something. You know how we was talking about we need to own some more Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum? I'm telling you right now, I bought grandson some more Ethereum. And I just got this thing and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I better send baby girl, because I've tried to do like $200 a month. And I'm like, you know what? Why you going to wait till it gets back to 120? I might as well just send her with the stuff I'm going to pay for the next 4 or 5 months and send it to Bitcoin right now. Because I only buy my grandson Bitcoin. And every time I be thinking about, man, I should buy some XRP. Man, I should buy my ADA. Yo, let me tell you, I like keep it simple for grandson. Remember, you think about grandson 18 years from now, 16 years when he's going to get his car. Just take it easy. Just buy the Bitcoin, stay calm. That's what for him. But let me tell you, man, I've been buying up. I've been buying up, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been buying up. You know what I'm saying? But for grandson, he different. You know what I'm saying? And then for advice that I give people that are just coming in, I don't let people go wild, wild west like I do. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, yo, stick with your Bitcoin, stick with your Ethereum. Then after that, I would tell them go with XRP and go with Solano. That would be my 4 ones core ones I would say. And that changes. It's like, you ever watch ESPN? That list is fluent. It's fluent. It's fluent. It changes. It's for real. It does change. It's like a Super Bowl team. You could be hot. This team could be the team that's hot for the decade, right? But sometimes you got some teams that they start coming up. They start coming up. Like XLM right now, yo, the XLM, I was buying up Crow. I can't help. Like Aster, I know I tell y'all Aster's is like a real throw the dice. But I was buying up some Crow. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was buying up Crow. Just that price right there. And then for what Crow has going on, I was buying Crow. And I know Zcash is the new bright, exciting things. And I know it's cool to get caught up in the bright, exciting things. And that's cool. That's cool. But Hedera, 14 cents. I like battle proven tokens, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I like battle proven tokens. I try to keep I'm not saying Zcash is not gonna be one of those, but to me, it's still down 90%. It's still down 90%. So I'm gonna stick to the rule that I stick to. And guess what? If I miss out 1 out of 10, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I like the H bars. I like the ISO 2022. The coins there right now. And I know you guys understand when you see like news come in, there's going to be a delay. Don't think that because some news come, there's going to be a little price action when you might see a 10%, 14%. Like going ISO 2022 doesn't mean the light switch goes off. What it does is now it says that, yo, you got to figure out what you got to do. And now you got to use these coins. So just like anything else, it's like you got to give it time for the momentum to get going. You know what I'm saying? For you to see so you understand, like when you invest in a stock, like when you invest in the stock market, right? You know when the stock market, when your shares usually go up, it's usually after they come out with a quarterly report. So you guys understand what a quarterly report, when you invest in a stock, so what happens, the company has to share a quarterly report with you. They can't hide. They got to show the profit that was made and what they owe. So that, depending on that quarter report, is how people invest on it. If the quarter report comes out like you did, like, yo, listen, y'all made crazy amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't owe anybody anything. Y'all projecting next quarter to make this amount of money. So you're like, oh shoot, they made up 40%. They're going to go up do this. So now your confidence coming. You put more money into that investment. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that works. I just want to put that in perspective so you guys understand how that is. That's why that's where the confidence comes in. So when you see these come in when they're doing these ETFs. You got to wait to see the ETFs when they perform. Yes, it's good to see that because I went up 14% on the ETFs because XRP went up. So I went up 14% today. You know what I'm saying? On the Osprey and on the Canary Capital XRP ETF. So just so you understand, you got to wait to hear the information. Tammy Lynn says, me too. So you got to understand and wait to see that information. It doesn't happen, but what happens is, so the XRP ETF that we have, it went up 14%. But people are gonna be like, okay, that might be a fluke. So what happens is, now let's say it goes up 50%. Now it goes up 100%. Now it catches people's attention. Now it goes up 200%, 300%. That's how the FOMO kicks in. That's when you start seeing price action. So just understand, it doesn't happen overnight. It might take 3 months. It might happen quarterly. So just so you got to give a little time for it to bubble. You know what I'm saying? Scooby, so next time you're not allowed to go on vacation, man. When it's bearish, just when it's bullish. Listen, man, I understand, man. But let me tell you, I was not panicking. Let me tell you something, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a human being now. I'm a human being. I'm not gonna lie to you now. I ain't gonna front and say like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When we hit that one time I looked up, right? When I looked up and I saw, wait a second, $2.88 trillion. I said, oh hell no. I said, what? I said, boy, 2.8. Hey, let me tell you something. I said, boy, this got to be the bottom soon. I said, the bottom got to be here soon. If this ain't the bottom, I'm gonna start getting real scared because I was just looking at the charts and I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, we hit 2.8. And what I really saw was when I saw the greed index, the fear and greed index hit 10%. Yo, that was wild. I'm like, 10%. Like, so you guys understand, if you go on coinmarketcap.com right now, the fear and greed index is at 15%, right? But if you guys remember, most of the time we were usually around 49, 50%. And when it's fire, when you see cryptos on fire, when you see cryptos on fire where everybody is talking about crypto, it's usually running 80, 90%. Meaning 89%, meaning that's the greed factor. It's 89% people are being greedy. Right now, it's at 15% fear. But when you saw that 2.88, it was at 10% fear. And usually that's buy signal. Anybody who knows, when you see, and it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but me, when I see that right there, that's a signal to buy. And that's the most scariest freaking time. Even for a seasoned person. I don't give a damn who you are. You buying it, but you buying and you praying. Hey, listen, you buying and you praying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all no lie. Hey, let me tell you something. I spent over $1,000 on that shit buying. And I was buying, and I'm telling you, I'm buying 50 here, 70 here, 100 here, 50 here, 100 here. But when you spend in 50, 100, and you spreading it around on 10 different coins, and then you come back and you do that again, and you do that again, you think you spend 1,000, right? To 100. Those are the numbers I call. And then I'd be lying to y'all when I go check my check-in, and I'm like, God damn, you thought you spent to 100, but you really spent 19, 25. Like, where the hell did you think that? I'd be so off on my numbers. I'll be telling you right now. And there was no Tito's involved when I was buying. I'll tell you that right now. There was no Tito's. There was some Tito involved in shit, but not when I was buying. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, I was buying. And now I'm feeling a bit better that I'm buying because I was buying at 2.88 trillion. Because I already knew that was a 10-cent crow. Y'all saw 10-cent crow? Did y'all see a 13 cents chain link? Jesus. Yo, did y'all see the $1.90 XRP? Lord. I'll tell you that. And you guys see I came back with an accent. That's why we go to the Virgin Islands. Lord. Lord. And let me tell you, right? Y'all might not know this, right? So I'm a dark-skinned brother, right? And I didn't think I can get a tan, but I got a tan. I got darker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I got darker, man. Hey, that sun hit a little different. That sun hit a different. And I'm down here in Miami. So I go topless, no shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the sun, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the sun. Let's go. Me no shirt off? I don't give a damn. Down here in Miami, but boy, that Virgin Islands sun is a little different. I went topless. I was like, goddamn, I never felt the sun on my back like that. I was like, this I felt the sun. I was like, whoa, I've never felt the sun. Like, I've never felt the sun. I was feeling the sun. You heard me? There was a different burn to that. I was like, oh. I was like, what was I thinking of having no shirt on? That sun hit a little different. I had somebody talking about, you want some sun? What say some sun blocker? I was like, no, it's not that. No, it's not that serious. But anyway, man, back to crypto, man. back, back to crypto. Listen, I saw Solano $130. Y'all know I'm new to Solano. You know I'm new to Solano. I had to get that. You know I'm building up my Solano and my chain link. You know what I'm saying? ADA, 43 cents ADA. That's a no-brainer. Why you say Ondo Financial was looking bad? Let me see what Ondo's looking at. Let me see where Ondo was at. Because I saw Ondo dropped. I think Ondo dropped out of the top 50. Let's look at Ondo. Crow still 10 cents. I had to get me some of that. Crazy shit. And I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Hey, Tammy, I bought some more Aster. Hey, did you get any more Aster? Yeah. Ondo's at 50 cents. God damn, what the hell? Let me tell you, Ondo's at 50 cents, but it's still it's at number 47. And if I remember correctly, I think when I think it's always been around that number. I think maybe it was like 43, but it's not off it's not really off. From what I remember, it was right around that number anyway. So it's not like Ondo fell out the sky. It just fell with everything else. 50 cents is a great number. That's a great freaking number, man. Jesus Christ. Remember when I was talking about anything under 70 cents was a great number? Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, Ondo's still at number 47. I can see if Ondo was went from like number 47 to 120, but it looks like it's aligned with every other coin out there as far as what's going down. Scooby Doo said, "Me, I felt the heart of the sun." 11:22 when I didn't see the price go. hey, hey, let me tell you something. Them prices, I know people were shitting bricks. Let me tell you, I know people were selling. I was like, I know people are selling, and this is not let me tell you something. This definitely ain't the time to sell. I'll tell you that much. Do not do that. This ain't the time to sell, y'all. And I'm not giving financial advice, but listen, man. This is long term. This is what it is. Listen, man. Tether still has 184,000. I say 184 billion. That's cash. That's 184 billion dollars in Tether. Tether's still number 3. USDC is still at 74. And guess what? It's been like that when we were at 429 trillion. It's been like that when we were at 288 trillion. They're still at the same amount of money. The same side of money is still in USD on the sideline. Do not listen. I know it's very easy to get scared, y'all. It's the crypto fan. Make sure you hit a share. Make sure you hit a like, man. If you listen, man, I'm back, baby. Make sure you hit a share, hit a like, man. Hey, listen, I missed y'all too, man. I missed y'all. Hey, listen, I missed y'all. I know it looks wild and it's hard to say bye, but listen, man, you don't have to buy. But what I'm just trying to tell you, just be careful to get shaken out. Because even me, let me tell you, even me, listen, I get scared. But also, I could buy a little bit more because I could afford to throw away a certain amount of monies. I could afford to lose a certain amount of monies. You got to make sure that you can afford to lose a certain amount of monies. If I lose my bag of crypto, or I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But what I'm trying to tell you is that guess what? My crib is paid. That doesn't matter. My car payment's still gonna be made. My grandkids are still gonna be taken care of. You understand what I'm trying to say? Make sure you move at your level. As you build your portfolio, your level will grow. My portfolio was, I remember when I told y'all, I got hit for 54,000. At that time, I only had 74,000 total in crypto. When it hit me for the 54. Yeah. Yeah. Telling y'all. Yeah. Telling you. So understand, I wasn't, so you build it. It builds. And some people build faster. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all people might be way smarter than I was when I started and build it like this. Because some people consumption, like some people learn way faster than others. Me, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother says, I like to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And here's what I learned. Wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So if you can learn from my mistakes, I'm an open book. Y'all better take the mistakes and run from it. Because there ain't too many people out here that's telling you their mistakes. They on YouTube. They're on YouTube acting like they're the king. They ain't got no mistakes. If they ain't got no mistakes, they won't be on the YouTube. Okay? Stop that, man. Look at the cars that they in. When they just, if you look at the cars that they do the video in, come on, bro. Is you really getting it like that? Just pay attention. If you look at, just pay attention. Is you really getting it like that? Be careful who you watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, honesty is the best way. I'll tell you, don't. I lost a lot of money following these people, man. I lost a lot of money. Y'all need to learn it yourselves. Learn it yourselves, man. Learn it yourselves. Pay attention. Listen, man, they got too much AI. They got too much search engines out there for you not to be able to learn yourself. And you guys want to tell you, if you want to learn slow, tell your AI, I'm going to give you the secret. Tell your AI to talk to me like a fifth grader, because that's how I talk to you guys, and that's how I like to be talked to. Let me learn like a fifth grader, and then we'll take it to fucking Harvard. Sorry. And then we'll learn. Then once we get it, we'll talk Harvard. But for right now, listen, if you got to remember, there's some people that say first day. So we can't be going to freaking Mars when it's people's first day here, all right? So let's look at, you know what I'm saying? Just want to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to business. I want to read this article. About these ETFs that came out. I know you guys are like ETF, squazy, but let me tell you, man, these ETFs are important. See, so you understand, right? So you have Fidelity, you have Vanguard, you have big players. They're gonna be watching Franklin Templeton. They're gonna be watching Grayscale. Franklin Templeton, now Canary Capital, okay. Rex Osprey, okay, maybe those might not be the biggest ETFs, but Franklin Templeton, that's respected. Franklin Templeton is 75 years. Franklin Templeton institutions trust Franklin Templeton. And the difference between Franklin Templeton and the Rex Osprey and all those other ones, just so I want to let you guys know. And I'm not trying to act like you guys don't know. Just for the people that the gals and gentlemen who don't know, okay? So you understand, and I don't work for any of them. I'm not advertising for any of them. I'm just talking for educational purposes, okay? Franklin Templeton, the difference between them and mind you, I don't have Franklin Templeton. I got impatient and jumped in because I saw the price of the ETFs and I jumped in. But for you who don't have the ETF, I wouldn't get the ETF I have. I have Canary Capital and have Rex Osprey, and it's nothing. I'm not shitting on them. I'm not saying that. It grows at the same percentage. But I'm telling you now that Franklin Templeton ETF is live, remember I tell you everything's always fluid. Everything's always fluid. I would give you the advice to go with them. Don't get the ones I have. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. The reason why I'm saying get the XRP, if you're going to do the ETF, get the Franklin Templeton, because Franklin Templeton is a bigger name. Franklin Templeton has pensions and has 401ks. So the inflows are going to always going to be coming more. You're going to have more chances and more higher inflows in ETFs buying on Franklin Templeton. They're $1.5 trillion. They're a bigger institution. They've been around longer. They have a bigger name. Now, if you have Rex and you have Franklin or you have Grayscale, our percentage will grow the same. The only difference is because Franklin Templeton is our percentage will all grow. So if XRP grows 15%, if you have Canary Capital, you have Rex Osprey, like I have, my money's going to grow the same percentage as yours. But the thing is that because you have those type of inflows on Franklin Templeton, the business will probably last longer because you have inflows where my inflows on Rex on Canary Capital are for new investors or people who just coming in on Canary Capital or people that could not wait or people on Grayscale. And you got to remember now, when you come in with them, Franklin Templeton is just a big name. So it's like basically you're going now. Franklin Templeton is different now. BlackRock comes in, then I would change, and I would tell you that that time, then you probably don't want to get Franklin Templeton. You probably want to get BlackRock if you're in it. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's levels to it. BlackRock would be number one, then it would be Franklin Templeton, then it would be Bitwise, then it would be Canary Capital, then it would probably be Rex Osprey. And I'm on number 3 and 4, but I'm telling y'all probably want to get number 1. All right, I'm just want to tell y'all the truth. I'm not gonna listen, man. I'm not the guy who wants misery to joy company. I just couldn't wait. So if you don't have the ETF, you don't go get the ones I got. Because if I would have been patient, or I want to say I'm patient because the price was lower at that time, that's what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Bitwise ETF is cool, but the problem with Bitwise ETF, it's not it's not backed 1-to-1 by XRP. It's like Rex Osprey. I think it's also a ETP. So what happens with the ETPs? They have different categories and they could trade. So they trade on exchanges. So you'll have ETPs with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and etc. So it's not, so 60% will be just bought, just XRP, and the other 40% will be synthetic, would be exchange funds or funds for derivatives and stuff like that. So that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So anything exchange, so basically anything on exchange that tracks assets, funds, notes, commodities, and crypto trackers are ETPs. You know what I'm saying? So just so you understand what that. So that's what that is. So 21 shares, coin shares, wisdom tree, those right there. Yeah. So just so you know that. So yeah. Gene Augustine, what's going on? What's going on? So if you're gonna get an ETF, I would tell you Franklin Templeton. Yeah. I'm not gonna sell mine. The reason why I want to sell mine, because now what I found out is if I sell mine, now I'm gonna get taxed. And now I got a better entry when I bought it. I'll have to go back and re-entry it, and then I have to claim my gains that I did from when I got in it. So for me, it doesn't make any sense to go to Franklin Templeton. But going further, I'm not going to purchase any more Canary Capital. If I'm going to buy some more, which I will, I'm going to buy on the, what's it called? And let me tell you something, just so you're aware now, the difference between this. So you guys get, them guys and gals, what's the difference between ETF? ETF is exchange traded fund. What is the ETF? All the ETF is, institutions are managing their customers' crypto. That's what it is. The customer does not own the crypto. The customer does not can't sell the XRP. Does not hold the XRP. Doesn't have ownership of the XRP. What the company has is ownership of the company's shares. That's it. And that's it. The company actually holds the XRP. Just so you're aware of that. And also, you got to remember, when you have these ETFs, your XRP, you also got to remember now, you're paying fees. Remember, you're paying fees to that ETF, just so you understand that. There's fees involved. So just so you're aware of that too. So not only you're not holding XRP, you're also paying fees. Now the difference is your money is insured. That's the only difference. Okay? So, but you do not, when you have an ETF, you do not own XRP. What you have an investment is in the company that holds XRP. Understand? But now the money that you're investing is insured. That's the difference, okay? Plain and simple. That's what it is. Now, remember, if you hold your XRP, you could sell your XRP at any time. Now, understand, you can sell your shares the same way, but you're the holder of your XRP. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to get the yields, you get the yields off the XRP. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess who gets the yields? Who owns the company? The company that owns it holds the yields. Now, not saying there won't be companies that say, listen, I'll share the yields with you. I'm not saying we're not there yet, but I'm saying that's the difference. All right? So understand that. You own your yields with your XRP. The institution, they own the yields, which that's a little different now. So it's all how much you feel that if you're willing to If you're willing to hold the risk of holding XRP, that's what that is. All right, just want to understand that so you guys understand what's going on. Mr. Perfect, you think it would make sense to just go all in on XRP? No, I did not. I would not do that. Hell no. Hell to the no, though. And XRP is my biggest bag, but hell to the no. Nope. No, no, no. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be. XRP is my biggest bag, and I hope to God it does the best, of course. But no, that's why I got XLM. That's why I have ADA, and I have a heavy bag of ADA. And I believe it or not, I believe in ADA as much as I believe in XRP. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. And I'm not saying that for y'all to go run and buy ADA. Please, when I'm telling you guys these are my personal way I think, but that's not mean that's the advice I would give y'all. My risk tolerance is a little different. If I'm gonna give you guys a more conservative perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a financial advisor, but also I'm gonna give y'all more. Like I say, you see my grandson, I ain't buying no XRP. I'm not buying them no ADA. I'm not buying no XLM. For now, I'm just sticking with Bitcoin. Not saying it won't change later, but for right now, at this instant, he ain't gonna need the money until he's 16 just for a car. Really, I want it to be enough to get him a car, be enough to help him put a hefty down payment, or if not, pay for his house. I just don't want to get too ahead of myself. But yeah, that's how I think of it. I'm not even gonna hold you. But for myself, my age right now, I need that. I need that right now. You know what I'm saying? My risk level is just a little bit, just a little. Yeah, my 401k. Let's put it this way. In my 401k, I put catch-up mode on that thing. Yeah. On my 401k, I threw in an extra 5%, 6%. Believe me. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm trying to get out of here one way or another. Word. I'm not going to hold you. Tell you. And I ain't trying to get out of here with minimum. I'm not trying to retire at minimum. Listen, man. If I wanted to retire, honestly, if I wanted to retire at minimum, I probably could do it right now. I can't live that type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Especially with inflation. You know, you ever heard Fat Joe says today's prices is not yesterday's prices? You ever heard that? Yesterday's prices is not today's prices? What do you think it's going to be 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Listen, why people retire with now, what we're going to be facing and what we're going to be looking at 10 years is not what our parents looked at. You know what I'm saying? Rest my soul on my parents and all. It's a different game, man. It's going to be different with inflation. So we got to make sure that we're prepared for it. It doesn't have to, and understand, it does not have to be crypto. You can invest in S&P. You can invest in something. Do something. Just don't put your money in savings and get your little 1% or less than 1%. That's not, you're going to be working for the rest of your life. You got to figure it out. You're too grown. If you're my age, you're too grown and there's too much information that you can't go ahead and put your time in and study this thing, man. Tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Even listening to me, you're probably still going to have to study some. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about more than just YouTube. You're going to have to read. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Guess the thing about AI. If you don't want to read AI, they have a speaker. The AI will read to you. Guess what? You go to Google on your computer, they have a speaker on the Google. You put Google search, you can press that speaker. It'll tell it to you. Guess what? Even you want to do a book, guess what? You know 48 Laws of Power? You know 48 Laws of Power? You don't want to read it? It's only 10 hours of listening. And guess what? You could do a half an hour a day for 20 days and you'll be done with that book. That's how simple it is. Let's say you're driving somewhere, right? You're driving somewhere. It takes 15 minutes to drive, 15 minutes come back. You do 15 minutes driving there, listen to it, do 15 minutes. You ain't got to kill yourself. Take your time. But you got to start putting some in this noggin. And as you start, it starts getting more and more and more and more and more and more and more. But you got to start putting some sense in here, man. Listen, if you don't like to read, now it's to a time when you don't got to read no more. You ain't got to do all that if you don't want to. They got books. You just go ahead and listen to the book, man. The Audible. They read straight up. And guess what? If you don't comprehend it, guess what you do? Press rewind, man. Let me tell you. Listen, man. I digest information slow. But once I got it, I have it. Y'all know I can't spell to save my life. It just come with numbers. I'm good with numbers. I'm good with numbers. But you guys know I can't spell. You guys know I chop up names all day. But listen, all you got to do is press play, man. You got at one time, you're going to have to make a stance. You're going to have to make a stance on what you want to do. Either you're going to be the victim and sit there, or you're going to educate yourself like the 1%. And let me tell you, I worked at Mercedes. That's where I learned these rich people ain't smart like that. I thought these rich people went to Yale. I thought these rich people would work for NASA. I thought they went for MIT. Nah, man. No. Nothing like that. These are people that had a high common sense and believed in themselves. They had a high level of common sense, work ethic, and they believed in themselves. They blocked everybody else and they believed in themselves. So this is the time when you believe in yourself. This is the only chance that we're gonna have to make it happen, Captain. Tell you right now, I don't see no other way. If y'all see another way, please come tell me so I can get off of this. Because this thing does get a little bumpy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, we have $3.3 trillion. Bitcoin is 87,000. All right. You guys still got to remember. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what just happened. But anyway, it just flicked off. But anyway, I don't know what just happened. I tell you, every time we start getting into it, the wild stuff start happening. I literally, my thing just shut down. I had to come back on. Let me tell you right now, literally. Sometimes I don't know certain words and certain things we get so real. Sometimes we get so real. I swear I think the powers that be come and mess with us, man. But you talking about a Bitcoin inflows. Listen, man. These institutions are playing around. We don't even have retail investors right now. So when I say retail investors, before we were at $3.8 trillion, sorry, $3.79 trillion, and that was just retail investors. So you understand retail investors, people like me and you. People like me and you, we made this thing run. We made the market go. Okay? So now you talking about institutional money. So just if we can get the belief to come back, when people come back and you got institutional money, meaning the big companies, and you bring back retail investors, we were at 3.7 trillion without institutions. Right now, you at 3 trillion with mostly of it all institutional money. What happens if retail comes in? You're talking about 5 trillion, $6 trillion. This thing could really get moving. I know right now, when you see the fear and greed index, and we've seen this before, the fear and greed index at 15%. This thing gets back to 3.7 trillion, 3.8 trillion. You guys are going to be kicking yourselves that you didn't buy more. You're going to be kicking yourselves that you didn't buy more. Okay? And I'm not saying to go buy more, because that's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm telling y'all. What I'm just trying to say is that don't get shaken out. It's not that serious. You got ETFs still going live. You got to understand. You think Franklin Templeton, that's been around for 75 years. 75 years. This is Wall Street giant. Wall Street trusts this. When Franklin Templeton's coming, they made sure that they did all their research. These are the best of the best coming in there. You know what? The people that work for them are the illest. All right? See, just so you understand, right? Let me show y'all this. All right? I just want to share this with y'all. You see, when you talk about Bitcoin, I know we're talking about XRP. Look what this says. Do y'all see what that says? Do y'all see what that says? While y'all being scared, do you know what said? Do you see that what it says? What does that say? Huh? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Come on, man. Bitcoin spot ETF record 1.2 billion weekly inflow. Record. It's a record, y'all. You see that thing? It's backwards. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This is what it says. All right. Bitcoin. All right. Record breaking week for ETFs. 1.2 billion. Okay. So why they have a record weekly outside outflows?
Let me tell you something. People are selling, institutions are buying. Do not sleep on this. Do not. While people are getting scared, they're buying. Look at this, man. I just want to go into this, man. Let me get into this article, man. Sorry, let me get into this article. I want to open this up so you guys can read this. You guys see this, man. Do not get. Don't let BlackRock fool you, man. Watch this. All this stuff here is this. Watch this, man. Oh, what's going on here? I want to open this article, and I saw this too with BlackRock. And then I want to get into Tommy. That you see your boy with Tommy Lee, the Ethereum dude. Man, listen to him, man. They're not. Do not think that these cats is playing by the same game that we're playing by. Yeah, I want to show you this. All right. Why is my thing not letting me click on this? Un momento. Let me see. Let me go on Google. Pick up this article right here. It's on CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin. And here's the crazy. And Solano remember I told you Solano had a record-breaking 123? Remember I tell you Solano had that 123 breaking week? Yes, up to 531 million now. Wait 1 second here. Bitcoin ETF record monthly outflows of November. They're showing 3.7 billion. Wait a second here. And then in Solano, the funds attracted 531 million since October 28. Remember when I reported to you guys the 123? So now from that 123, from the beginning of November, they're talking about 523 million. Look at BlackRock. BlackRock, let me tell you something. BlackRock, y'all, let me tell you, these institutions are manipulating everything. So BlackRock fell below 95. I'm sorry, Bitcoin fell below 94,000 on November 14, triggering the second largest withdrawal Bitcoin ETF. They began trading. Investors pulled nearly 900 million in one daily BlackRock iShare iTrust account from 93 billion from one account. For one account from BlackRock shares. Come on, man. Grayscale, 199. Fidelity, 190 million. Let me tell you something. So what happens is, so you understand, when these institutions, right, when these prices start dumping and they start manipulating these prices, you don't have $1 trillion just disappear for no reason. $1 trillion disappear with FX. $1 trillion disappear in 3 weeks. You're talking about. Listen, even when we went bullish, when we went bearish, right? In that still took about 1.5 years for it to go to the bottom, like 1.5 years. You don't go in 3 weeks and just lose $1 trillion out of nowhere. I'm just telling you. Think about it. There was the tariff news already hit. There was no crazy news that made it drop like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen, man. This is full-blown manipulation, man. All right. And then they're also talking about XRP, a BlackRock XRP ETF. Let me tell you, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that there's a lot of, to me personally, I think there's a lot of manipulation. And here's what I'm saying to y'all. This is what I'm telling people, right? If you're terrified, right, do not come into this crypto. You know what I'm saying? Go into something that's proven 50 years. Go buy yourself some. I would say S&P 500 because it's been doing 9-10% for the last freaking 5-6 years consistently. You know what I'm saying? In some years it goes up to 12, 14, whatever. But I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you're terrified, doesn't make no sense for you to come buy something and every single day you're looking at your phone it. First of all, most investors they invest in something, they don't look at it for 4 or 5 years from now. You gotta get out this thought of making things happen in 5 months, 6 months, 8 months. What happens, it gradually grows. But what you're watching is the infrastructure being built. But this, you guys understand, for people like me that's been in it since 2019, this news, all this stuff that's going on is crazy. Just us talking about ETFs, just for us to say Franklin Templing went live with XRP ETF, BlackRock, Bitcoin ETFs. This was unheard of. This is new talk. This is new talk that's only 2-3 years old. This is so new talk. They said listen, man. This is like, I don't want to be, I don't want to even use that analogy that I was about to use to the type analogy of what this is. It's basically like giving people their rights. You know what I'm saying? Crypto was basically like just the fact that you have institutions buying in. Just the fact that you have JP Morgan Chase buying a Bitcoin. You see JP Morgan Chase is in trouble right now. But yeah, just the fact that we're here. That's why this manipulation is going on right now. That's why when you see these inflows, I keep saying inflows. When you see these outflows, I don't know why I keep saying inflows. When you see these outflows coming out from big BlackRock and you're seeing this going on, but you're seeing big Y's breaking records with Solana ETFs. How you breaking records in Solano's at? You're breaking records, right? And you got 531 million. You're breaking records, but if you're looking at it, right? You're breaking records, but the price is at 130. That tells me that if institutions are buying, then who's selling? If institutions are buying, then who's selling? People like me and you. People that's quietly scared. There's somebody selling. Somebody's selling. I'm telling you. And what they do is they're gonna make people shake out. Let me tell you, I seen the shakeout. Remember, I seen this go from 3.8 trillion down to 1 trillion, under a trillion. So I've seen that shakeout, and it's been a cycle before. Are these cycles different? Yeah, the cycle's different because now you got big banks, big institutions are involved. So they seen the party. They want to come manipulate the party. You know what I'm saying? They want to come manipulate, just like Gene Augustine says. They want to play with us. Pause. But yeah, that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's exactly what they want to do. So I had to say that pause. That was crazy. Usually I don't do that, but that one was wild. I usually don't play them games, but that one was wild. That was crazy. Whoa. Whoa. But anyway, man, don't get fooled, man. These outflows that are coming in, inflows are coming in. BlackRock's playing games. You got these outflows. Why are you doing outflows when you got the price going down? Get the hell out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these cats fool you. And these guys like to play these games, man. And this is what they do with the stock market, man. Don't let them shake you out. We've been in it too long. They just got in here. We've been here too long. Don't let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me tell you this. And if you want to sell, wait a second here. And let me tell you something. If you want to sell, that's okay. But sell knowing the news. Sell what's going on. Sell knowing that you know it's manipulation. Sell knowing that, oh, listen, all right, it's fine. I know they're manipulating. I know they got the number down. And if you sell, you knowing that, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. I'm not telling you what to hold. I'm just telling you that the proof is in pudding. This is what the history has shown. This is what's going on in full news. What you want to do with the news, at the end of the day, you're a grown person. You do what you want to do. I'm not, that's not for me to say. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. That's one thing I want to tell you. That's not what I'm here. I'm not here to tell you, oh, crypto is. I'm just trying to tell you, listen to information, educate yourself on crypto. You don't have to buy it, but it's cool to be educated on what's most likely what's going to be in the future. And understand, it's not about the crypto. It's about the blockchain technology. You want to get familiar with the blockchain technology because it's coming. It's just like the internet, same thing. It's the same exact thing. Chris, yes, I am. Yes, I am, Chris. Yeah, but it's the same thing. So that's what it is. So you got to be aware of that. You know what I mean? Be aware of this. This is where the game is. You don't know what's going on. Pay attention. Watch the crypto fan. Make sure you hit a share. Make sure you hit a like, man. And remember, there's too much technology out here for you not to be doing your research and not to be knowing what's going on. You can't have no excuses. Honestly, there's no excuses. There should be no excuses for you to get this information. You know what I'm saying? Look at your chain link. Look at Solano. Look at what Solano's doing. Solano's doing big things. It doesn't have to just be XRP. Go look at Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? Go look at these. It doesn't have to be XRP. I know we talk about XRP a lot. Go look at it. And then you can go look at high risk coins like ZBEC, high risk, high reward coins. Go look at those coins. I know we talk about certain coins, but these are the coins. I talk about a lot of the coins that I'm invested in, but doesn't mean that there's not other coins that are good coins. I just more talk about the coins that I'm investing in because I got a lot of money rolling on them. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like anything else. When you betting on a game or you betting on that player, you're going to take a little bit more interest in that player because you got money. You got money invested in that thing. So you're going to take a little bit more interest in your investment and where your money is at. With your money, honey. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot rolling on this thing, man. I have a lot. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it the other day. I was like, you better, you really put your hope in this crypto. You know what I'm saying? I'm late. What's going on? Just praise Veronica, Ohio. I'm late to any talk on what is that? On Moad and Coinbase yet? I ain't know what's going on with Coinbase. I didn't know about anything going on with Coinbase. We were talking about ETFs. Basically today, my ETFs went up 15%, almost 15%, like 14%, 14.87%. And XRP soars 8% after Grayscale and Franklin Templeton launch soars the trading. Just want to get in this article. If you guys could go on CoinMarketCap, Franklin Templeton launches XRP ETF on NYS ARC, aimed to involve regulatory landscape. Assets management giant Franklin Templeton has introduced exchange-traded funds, you guys know ETFs, trading XRP on NYCE, which is the New York Stock Exchange. Anytime you see NYSE, that's the New York Stock Exchange, okay? Marking a significant milestone in institutional assets and cryptocurrency following recent regulatory clarity. The launch signals increased investor confidence in digital assets, particularly involved with Ripple, the native token XRP. Remember Ripple? Ripple owns majority of XRP. Just so you guys understand. For example, Ripple's Apple, XRP is the iPhone. Understand? Just want to put that example, which has gained recent price momentum. All right, so let's get into Franklin Templeton XRP ETF is trading under the ticker XRPZ. What are tickers? You guys remember what tickers are? Tickers are nothing but the nickname. All right, it's abbreviation of the name. So if you go look at a ticker in the stock, look at shares. So if you want to go look at Franklin Templeton, so let's say you want to go look up Franklin Templeton, you will go to Charles Schwab, you will go to E-Trade, you will go to Robinhood, you will go to Fidelity, and you would put in the search engine, you would put in XRPZ. That's how you would look it up. That's called the ticker, right? Or if you want to just you put in Franklin Templeton, and you'll show you everything Franklin Templeton owns, but it'll show you everything Franklin Templeton. To skip that, and put in Franklin Templeton, you don't have to see the whole list of everything Franklin Templeton has and all the ETFs Franklin happens. So you skip that, you put in the ticker, which remember, it's the nickname, it's the abbreviation of that, whatever the asset class that you're looking for. All right. So Franklin Templeton, if you want to look up Franklin Templeton, you put in the ticker XRPZ. All right. So it debuted on the NY exchange, offering regulatory pathway to investors access to XRP exposure. The ETF launched coincide similar products as Grayscale, Bitwise, Canary Capital, reflecting the broader market trend towards regulatory XRP vehicles. All right, so understand that it's not only XRP, Doge. So when you have Dogecoin, understand that's what Doge has. Grayscale has a Doge, DOJE. So all right, so it's a Canary Capital. Wait a second, now I'm getting confused. Is it Canary Capital? I think. Wait. I got. Wait, let me time out that one. I got to make sure. Is that? Wow. I don't want to quote myself wrong and be wrong on that one. I think Doge's ETF is. Ooh. Is it Canary Capital Grayscale? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. I fooled myself. I fooled myself. I got to look that up. I don't quote me on that one day. I got to look up which Doge, the DOJE. Let me look it up right now. I don't want to. Let me look it up for the start. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. Let's go now on that. There we can go straight on Yahoo Finance. Let me call myself because boy, let me quote you guys wrong. You know, people want to crucify me when I'm wrong on something. Like, you told us the wrong thing. This Doge. Let me put this ticker in and see exactly who the. God forbid I get it wrong. It's Rex Osprey. The Doge ETF is Rex Osprey. I just want to say that, boy. Godly. God forbid if I had got that one wrong. You're saying it was Rex Osprey. Woo. Luckily, I had to time that one out. Whoa. Calm down now. I was getting ahead of myself. I think that vacation had my sun burning. My brain fried. But anyway, man, I'm happy to really be back, man. Happy to get at y'all, man. But I just wanted to let y'all know. Un momento. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. What's up? What's going on? My boy got the ill name. My boy said, the blind Simone Samurai. Ooh, that boy's wow. That's a tough name right there. I love that name right there. Yeah. Bowles, what's going on, man? Thoughts on Ripple partnering up with Uphold to enhance cross-border payments. Let me tell you, man. Uphold is doing. Let me tell you, people are talking about Ripple possibly buying Uphold. Then there's also rumors of Uphold having an IPO. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. There's nothing. And there was another buyer. I forgot what was the other buyer. Oh, did you guys hear about Elon Musk putting in an offer to buy Ripple? Did you guys hear about that? I don't know if y'all heard about that. I don't. Let me tell you, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know about that, man. Elon Musk coming to Ripple. I don't know if I want. I don't know about that, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about Elon. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. Why y'all feel about that, man? Yeah. Yeah, man. I saw that. I saw that on the cruise. Tamlin, did you send me that? I think Tamlin sent me that. Tamlin, did you send me that about No, actually my homeboy sent me that. My homeboy sent me that. I also have a chat. I have a chat group with my close friends, my best friends from growing up. Believe it or not, they're all into crypto. And the thing about one of them, I ain't talked about crypto and all of a sudden I'm realizing that it's funny that we grew up and we always used to always do things like they put me onto the game, and it's funny that he was on XRP too, and then he believed in XRP and stuff like that. So yeah, that was he sent me that actually. We have a chat group, like 6 of my friends, seven of us, that all we do is talk about investments, not only just crypto, but we talk about investments. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I'll send it. I'll send that to y'all. I'll share that post on y'all because I gotta get back to doing some episodes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to talk about. So yeah, I definitely share that with y'all so y'all can see that. Yeah, I forgot about that rumor. There's a lot of rumors because my homeboys, they were going crazy. My homeboys don't go crazy. You can't tell them everything. I can't even share the type of excitement that they have for crypto, because if you my homeboy, he's so reckless. He be saying wild stuff. He be like, sell your house and put it on Bitcoin. Don't like my homeboy. He's such. Oh my God. He like me. I'm very conservative, and I'm trying to like make sure you guys are safe because I last thing I would do is like give information or try to share news that that would have people losing their savings. But my homeboy, Jesus, the same homeboy I told you that bought Aster at 33 cents and then told me about it when it's $1.60. That's my homeboy right there. I don't know if he's watching right now, but my same homeboy right there. He be listen. He's in our chat. I be having to say, calm down. This man be talking about take out a take out equity lines. He lucky that somebody take his advice because at that time right there, Bitcoin was at like a hundred and like 116, 116,000, 115. Even if it was at 110, you would have had this poor man go ahead and put $300,000 in Bitcoin, and 3 weeks later, 3 weeks later, he would have been down like 60, 70 grand. Like, what just happened? He wouldn't have been ready for that. And then he would have sold his Bitcoin and would have went back up to 123. That's the type of stuff that happens. I'm telling you. That's why you got to be careful when you give people advice and stuff like that, man. You can't, what I'm saying? You told this man, go sit. Come on, man. Listen, man. No, listen, man. Take it easy, y'all. All right. That's my homeboys, man. That's what I love them for, man. I guess you got to always have that person, that positive person, and you have that person that's a way more conservative, and it gives a nice little balance. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I gotta ignore him, man, because he goes super hard, man. I gotta just block him out. You got to do what you feel. That's why I tell you, do what's best for your pocket. You know your risk tolerance. Nobody knows your risk tolerance but you. Nobody knows your pocket. Nobody knows what you can afford to lose or what you can afford to make. That's up to you. You don't let nobody tell you. No one person can tell you what you can do. I can't tell you that. Your friend can't tell you that. Your sister now, your husband and your wife. You better. I mean, man, you married. You better listen to the other partner. That thing might lose your marriage. Let XRP drop 60, 70%. See how your marriage go. Y'all better take it easy. But anyway, man, happy to be back, man. Hey, Tammy, see you tomorrow, man. Hey, but you already know, man. I just got back in. Today's my first day back at work, 7 days. I was happy to get back with y'all. Just wanted to talk to y'all, and yeah, man, just wanted to get back in. But we be back in tomorrow. We back in effect. We back in the week. You know how we do, man. We back in the game, man. So I needed that 7 days. You guys know, I've been through a lot of stuff in the last 6 months. And guess what? As soon as I jumped off the cruise, I had to run. I would have to run to a funeral. And this is the most amazing thing. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I don't really like to share my personal stuff, but I want to share something with y'all that my family did that I'm so proud of my aunt and uncle that I thought was the most greatest thing I've seen. The day after, right? The day after they buried my cousin, my first cousin, my aunt and my uncle, and my cousins buried their sister and buried their daughter. They went after church, all right, and gave out of their own personal money, gave out 250 turkeys to their church. And they do that every single year. And this is the day after they buried their daughter, my first cousin, Lindy Big. They gave out 250 turkeys. I want to share that with y'all just to show you the type of generosity these people have at a time I could not do that. I could not lose my daughter, bury my daughter, and do that the next day. But a person may gave perspective, and they said, that was probably healing for them. Doing that, probably gave them some healing. You know what I'm saying? But I just was so proud of my family, and I don't really share things. And the only reason why I don't share things is that because it's just that you got so much hackers. You got this fake decrypto fan, and the last thing I want is a fake decrypto fan sharing my family, my personal family. That's all right if you put me in, you do all the fake things there, but I don't want nobody doing fake stuff on my family, and I don't want to give up my personal family information. And you know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, I got hit for 54,000. That's me, but I don't want my family getting affected because my endeavors of trying to
grow a crypto channel or trying to do something, and then now they're getting affected by some fake scammer or some stuff like that. That's the reason why I try to keep certain things personal. It's nothing against y'all. It's just that they got a fake the crypto fan. The man took the, you know how mine starts with D crypto fan? The man got the crypto fan with the actual THE. I said, this motherfucker's brilliant. I said, this guy's brilliant. I said, this guy, he's something else. So you need to work with, don't work against me. You need to come work for me. Like, go work with me, man. What the hell is you? That's like, this cat, he's crazy. But anyway, just wanted to get into that, man, and share that information with y'all, man. Yeah, just want to shout out the family on that for doing that. That was very, very, very super dope. And I'm gonna post that in my stories so y'all can see what they were doing. That was very, very ill of them. You know what I'm saying? And 250, and they were giving the real turkeys. And let me tell you, they was giving away ham too. And let me tell you, people lost their mind for that. Let me tell you something. You thought there was XRP in that ham. Oh my God, they was going crazy for the golden ham. And the ham was in a gold package. Now I see why it was in a gold package. People were skipping it. They was like, freak that turkey. Let me get some of that ham. Let me get some of that swine. Straight up, they want the swine. Oh, yeah. Trust me, man. And you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, right? We Haitian, so you know what I'm saying? We had my great aunt there. My great aunt, she's my mother who passed away. She's actually her aunt. So she's the last of my grandparents' sisters and all that, So she's just like the queen of the family. She's like the last of the Mohicans. So she was like, "You gonna take one for you, one for you, one for you." People come back for 2 or 3, and my cousin is kind heart. He was like, "That's fine, man. That's fine. Let them take." And I was like, "Damn." That's how giving he was. He's like, "Yo, that's fine. Let them take 3 at a time. Let them take 4 at a time." He wasn't impressed for that, man. He wasn't impressed. My aunt, she was like, "No." She's like, and let me tell you, the lady got swag, and she's in the 80s. God bless her soul. I gotta go visit her because she cook some food too. She's also the cook, but she was known for the swag. She got swag. Even in the 80s, she had some Converse decks on, some jeans on. Her thing, she got her glasses, and she smart boy. And she handing out them chickens, hanging out them turkeys. I posted. She's handing out them turkeys like one for you, one for you, one for you. And no walks all good, straight. Like, yeah, she's the one, man. Yeah. It was very gratifying, and it was very blessed to be part of a family that's given like that, and to do that was super dope, because I know that costs thousands and thousands to do 250 turkeys, and from what I understand, those were the best level of turkeys. So that's well over $6-7 grand to do that, and I thought that was super dope to do that after you just paid the cost to bury someone, to bury your sister, and to get up to church the next day and do that. That was pretty awesome, man. Just wanted to share that with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? I don't really share that information with my family, but definitely want to give that shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? Put a 100 in the air for them, you know what I'm saying? That was super dope, man. So that just wanted to share that with y'all. I know some of y'all like, man, get to the XRP, bro. We ain't here for that, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to share that about my family, man. I just want to put a 100. Yeah, I just put a 100 for them, man. That was super dope, you know what I'm saying? I know my cousin, she was in heaven looking down on that and really appreciating that, man. That was a very proud moment for me, and I just want to share that proud moment. I was very proud to be part of a family that does that, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give all glory and grace to them, and God was with them, and that was super dope, man. I'm gonna share it on the stories. I'm gonna put up right after that, you know what I'm saying? And just want to share you that's God's people, man. That's the blessings, man. That's what the blessings is. And I know my grandfather is super proud of that moment right there. And my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So anyway, man, I'm going to get off on that. We'll see y'all mañana, man. But people, please calm down and let's see what happens. Let's see if what we were talking about, if we were correct, if we were wrong, we were right. Because we've been talking about this for 5-6 months now. We're going on 7 months now. So we've been talking about this going down, this dip. So let's see now. This is the second part. We talked about this dip coming with all the ETFs. I think there's only what's left to go is, I think Bitwise already got theirs, but there's only like
3 or 4 more ETFs that's supposed to go live for XRP. So let's see when all these ETFs go live, everything settles down. Let's see if we start heading this way. So now we did part 1, right? We're going to part 2 where this happens. Remember we said there was 4, the playbook was 4. So we did part 2, you know what I'm saying? The FUD, we're doing part 3, the accumulation. Because now we're just in part accumulation. So now let's see what happens now with accumulation. And let's see what the fourth part, remember what the fourth part is? When they turn on the light switch, when they start putting in advertising. That's when it is. So right now, we're still going from part 2, going to part 3, accumulation. Just relax. Let's see where the market goes. Watch coin market cap. Just watch the total market cap. Go on coinmarketcap.com. All right, go on www.coinmarketcap.com. If you look to that left corner, all right, if you look at that left corner, just go on CoinMarketCap. You got to pay attention to that. See that right there, that 3003, that 3.03 trillion, that's the total amount of money that's in crypto. 3.3 trillion. When I was gone on vacation, that went down to, you see when everything hit the lowest, it went down to 2.88. That was the total amount of money in crypto. If you look over there, you see that fear and greed index? If you look, you see that right there? That says, I think it says 15%. What does that say? 15%. It was at 10% when I was hit 10%. So now it's steadily going back up. So you got to watch that. You got to watch your fear and greed index, and you got to watch the total amount of money in crypto. If we steadily watching that, that'll take some of that that fear you have in your stomach. Just watch that. Watch that. So then it'll make you feel a little bit more at ease. You know what I'm saying? So if you were scared, the fear right now, the fear was at 10%. The fear is at 15%. When it's moderate and where it's even, it's at 50%. So let's watch and see tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's at 18%. You get a little bit less scared. It gets to 20%. You get a little bit less scared. It gets to 40%, 50%. You get mad and say, damn, I should have bought at 10%. You're going to say, God damn it. That's what happens. Right? But anyway, man, it's the Crypto Fair, man. Happy to be back, man. Happy to be back at it, and we don't worry about it, man. We back in the game, man. We back in the game room, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all keep it safe and keep it easy, man. And don't worry about it, man. We in the game room, man. I'm buying. Just to let y'all know. I'm in it. I'm in it with y'all, and I ain't just talking. I'm just talking, blowing smoke up y'all butt. Because if I wasn't buying, I wouldn't be buying. You guys, Tammy Lynn, I've shared my buys with her. I've showed the stuff that I bought. I have nothing to hide. I'll share it with y'all. I just don't want to get hacked. That's all it is. And let me tell you, if there was no hack, I'll show y'all my portfolio for real time. For real. But anyway, man, have a great night, man. Take it easy, man. All right. Y'all already know. Keep it 100. Make sure y'all keep it 100. What's it? Jack Mason said I should have to buy XRP tomorrow, or will it retrace? There's always a little pullback. XRP, if you look at it, XRP is in the last 24 hours is up 10%. Let me tell you something. Before I get off, right? So just so you're aware, you guys think ETFs don't matter, right? Just for example, before I get off, right? ETFs don't matter. If you look in the top 20, right? XRP in the last 24 hours is the highest, 10%. You have to go all the way to you have to go to SUI at number 22 that got a 15% gain. Outside of SUI, in the top 30, XRP is the second highest gainer. So, all right, so just a memento. And I'm not going to get into ZBEC. ZBEC, I think in the last, I don't even get into ZBEC. Because ZBEC in the last, I think ZBEC's up, 60%? I think ZBEC's up 60% in the last. Let's see what ZBEC is up in the last. I know in the last 2 days ZBEC is up like that. But what is ZBEC up in the last 24 hours? Let's see here. Just for shits and giggles. Oh, it's up only 8%. I thought ZBEC took a much bigger jump than that. Well, in 1 week it's up 17. Nah, man. Nah, this is wrong. Because I saw ZBEC took a bigger jump than that. Because you're talking about ZBEC was at 2.08. It was at 288. Price fell down to 211 and went up to 3.33. So how they getting only 18%? Well, anyway, whatever. But yeah. But anyway, man, y'all have a good night, man. I'll be here for another. I'll be talking this and be here for another freaking half an hour, man. But anyway, I didn't even unpack yet. Let me tell you, I still got my luggage. I still didn't even unpack yet, man. Got to go right straight to work, man. Straight to off the boat, straight to a funeral. That's it. But anyway, man, mañana, y'all. All right, the crypto fam. Make sure you share, make sure you like. Let's go.